All right, there we go. Back with loading game. Here we go. Let's get our Wildland Shaman going here tonight. It's super late again. Trying to do this after work is just really tough, especially when you work late. Let's see how much time I have in me tonight. Okay.
Watch out for trouble.
Why are they so far apart? Oh, probably can't do anything to that. Okay. Let's do this. I think I won. This is a stranger. What do you say? Nothing? Okay. He says nothing. Try this. That might have been a little loud.
Crusader gods, behold Ione, you poor imposter. Your city will fall to me. Your followers will feed my hunger.
Well, this is bad. This is real bad.
Lord of Locusts, leave my city!
Let's go, Dragon Lady. Oh. Or not.
Begin.
I guess that's a one-hit KO on the dragon. That's nice.
Discari himself. Blimey! One minute we had a dragon, the next, bam, she was gone. What are you gonna do? Fight or flee? If fleeing's your plan, let me help you out. I've got a scroll here with a good protective spell.
I've seen you somewhere before.
You owe me your life. I'm the one who found you outside the walls and brought you inside to be healed. I see they patched you up. Good thing they did it before the attack, or else you'd have been done for.
Uh-huh. And who is Discari?
You must have got a good drubbing round the head, brother. Discari's a demon lord, the most fearsome enemy of all Crusaders and all living things, come to think of it.
Okay.
Who knows? Everything's on fire, crashing down around our ears. The place is crawling with demons. Looks like a whole army attacked the city. We're sitting ducks.
Can I have a weapon, please?
Sure thing.
Weapon,
Here,
please.
take this. Best crossbow I've got. The person who made it said it could pierce the hide of a demon lord even.
Okay, well that sounds useful.
Good luck! Try not to get eaten now!
Cool. I'll try. There we go. that crossbow he gave me.
Cat snaps its jaws at the Lord of Locusts. Behold, Iomade. Behold the death I sow.
So, yeah. Well, that went well for everybody. Fine.
The silver dragon Terendelev, the defender of Canabras, fell in battle. Hardly surprising, as she had to fight the demon lord Discari himself. He willed the land to part and swallow all who dared to stand in his way. But the war was still far from over.
Oh, good. Oh, let go of that. Okay. Oh, there we go. Come on. There.
Oh, holy mother of...
Hey, stay with me. You actually got pretty lucky. You fell down into a black hole. But at least you're not on your own. You've got a great companion. Everything's going to be just fine. Tell me something. Can you feel your legs?
I feel them all right. Wouldn't say no to a little less feeling in them. My ankle's killing me, but my back seems to still be in one piece. My head, too.
That's all that matters. Now, we're going to... Hey! Fancy meeting you down here. You're the one that Terendelev healed today, right? You aren't injured, are you? Will you help me get her out from under the boulders?
I mean... See, I always feel really weird doing evil playthroughs because, like, that's just rude. But then again, that's kind of what this playthrough is supposed to be, so I don't help anyone for free. Pay up or stay stuck.
Yeah, sure thing. Look, you don't owe us anything, after all. Here, take this. It's all I got. Now do me a favor and
Okay,
get me out
well.
of here. This position ain't as comfy as it looks.
That worked.
Ah, damn it all. I think it's broken. Oh well, I've had worse. I'll just make myself a splint out of something. Thanks for the help. I wouldn't have lasted long on my own stuck under there. I'm Anevia Tirabade, of the Eagle Watch. I was overseeing security at the festival square. I thought maybe spies or demon worshippers might have something nasty planned. What actually happened, though, now that I did not see coming. I don't think anyone could have been prepared for that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, I'm Sela. Paladin by the grace of Iomade. I crossed the whole continent to come to Mendev and fight demons. And well, I've been fighting for a while now. I don't even want to think what might be happening up there in the city. Canabras has lost the protection of Terendelev, and of the Wardstone too, looks like. It's a relic without equal. It was placed here personally by Iomade's herald, with the goddess's blessing. I really wanted to go see it, to pray before it. But there's no point worrying about a stone when there are people dying in the streets.
Yeah, things are looking grim enough, but don't lose heart. Wardstone or no, dragon or no, Canabras will never give in. Simple as. Well, we've introduced ourselves. What about you?
I mean, I feel like I'm just gonna go with this one. I've been a traveler and just wound up here by chance.
Call me superstitious if you want, or maybe cynical. But I just don't believe in chance or coincidences.
Okay, that's fair.
How many stories around the tavern table have started with those very words?
Right enough. I have this habit, see, anytime somebody starts yakking about blind chance, it always turns out that the thing was as far from a quirk of fate as you could want. Sorry, don't take it personal like. Now then, I'll hobble my way out of here somehow. The city ain't far, only 30 paces or so. That's if you're going straight up, of course. I'm afraid we're gonna have to go the long way round.
To summarize, there are 3 of us with 5 working legs, 3 pairs of decent hands, 2 clear heads, and 1 made of wood. That's mine. Underground monsters beware! Anevia, you stay behind us. You're in no fit state to fight. If we do come up against anything, the 2 of us will try to manage on our own first. Well, onward! May the good deities lead us back to the open sky soon.
Alright, let's see here. How are we doing this? This maybe? Optimal auto formation. Interesting. So you can't adjust it, it just puts you in there. Okay, kind of thinking that, but with like that. Oops. All right, we added you. Turn on your fighting defensively. Leave those like that. Okay, what else we got here? Level 1 pallet. It's just a plate and crossbow. Now, I don't think I'm affected by arcane spell failure. No, I'm not. Okay. Didn't think that I was. Oops. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, we'll use this cold iron heavy mace. That'll be good. Cloak of resistance. Yes. Let's go blue. Shiny. Trendlev scale. Restore life to deceased party member. Okay, so it's a... Okay. Oh. Hi.
Who's there?
Fine apparel of this young half-elf woman is torn and stained with blood, dust, and dirt. However, she holds herself with such dignity that you would be forgiven for thinking that you were at a high society party and not in the dank catacombs under the city. Her fingers grip her rapier hilt with confidence, ready to draw it at a moment's notice. At her feet lies a dead body, so mutilated that at first glance it's hard to tell if it's animal or human.
Relax, friend. We're not demons or cultists. Don't poke my eye out with that thing, all right? We fell down here during the attack. I'm Sela, that's Anevia, and this is our new friend. We're looking for a way back to the surface.
Yeah, friend might be a stretch.
Really? I'm so ever glad to hear it. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Camellia. I was also in the square when... I can scarcely believe it. How did all those demons get into the city? I thought, naively it now seems, that the Wardstone protected us from attack. And Terendelev, I can't wrap my head around it.
Let's see. Not many could withstand the strength from a demon lord, not
I
even
can't
trying to
argue with
live.
that. We're fortunate to be alive, albeit underground.
Discari himself has come to Canabras. There's no mistaking that ugly mug. Durendalev tried to fight him, but what could she do against a near deity? Even the Wardstone was no help. Our city used to be protected by powerful forces, but now...
We've seen how powerless they truly are. Henceforth, we shall have no one but ourselves to rely on, I suppose.
Tell
Who
me
am
more.
Just an ordinary citizen who decided to take a stroll through the square on the day of the festival. But that's not what you wish to know, is it? You most likely wish to know whether I'll be a burden should you ask me to join your group. No need to worry about that. I can assure you that I am skilled with a rapier, and I also possess some knowledge of magic. I don't know. He must have been in the square when disaster struck. I tried to revive him, but he was already dead, sadly.
He didn't get these wounds from the fall. Be on your guard. Whatever killed him likely hasn't gone far.
Hang on. I think I know him. His name's Aravashnil, the egghead from the library. He was a good lad, even if he was kind of stuck up. May his soul rest in peace.
Certainly. Survivors should stick together. It's only sensible. Who knows what else could be prowling about in these caves?
Let's keep moving.
That's right. It would be the height of foolishness to survive a demon attack only to perish under a pile of rubble.
Let's see if this poor bloke has anything useful on him. Not to sound like a heartless brigand or nothing, but we kinda need all the supplies we can get right now.
That is true. He had a master. Okay, a master dagger. So now let's see that. Oh, it forces the animal companion to the end. I can't move him out of the end. That's obnoxious. Oops.
They will break against our resolve.
Cool. That was easy. No, nobody needs that. Another scale? Yep, another one of the scales.
Time to practice my combat abilities.
Nice.
Keep your calm. The time for words has
Oh,
passed.
this might be the way I'm actually supposed to go.
Have to resort to brute force.
Cool. Dang it, Nevia.
There are many roads to success. Time to practice my combat abilities.
Spirits demand your blood. The world in crimson.
Ooh. Sort that way. No, okay, yeah, nobody's gonna use those. Oh, he can use those? Oh, that's cool. Sure enough, he can. Huh. Very cool.
sacrifice!
Okay. Let's all miss. That sounds good. There we go. Got it.
No, I can't just walk away. It's got to be here somewhere. Wenduok!
Lan, did you find it? Who is that?
The do-gooders here to save our mongrel souls, no doubt. Wait. They might know what's going on up there.
Yeah, I do know what's going on up
If
there.
things are as bad as you
Demons
say,
are laying
then
waste
we
to
all have to
Canabras.
hurry.
You didn't come from the direction of the shield maze. Damn it. I couldn't care less about what's happening on the surface, but the maze.
I realize that you guys have your own troubles, but we need to be in Canabras. People are dying up there. Please, show us the way out.
And who are you? Tieflings?
Tieflings are the descendants of people who sullied themselves by mating with demons. Our ancestors would never sink that low. We are the Underground Crusaders, the children of the Crusades' finest.
Sadly, Underground Crusaders is a bit of a mouthful, so people usually just call us mongrels.
Huh.
You just love repeating that, don't you, Lan? Mongrels. That's what the Uplanders call us. But we call ourselves Neathers.
No matter what you call us, it's not gonna stop our horns, hooves, or tails from growing.
I've never
In
heard of
Canabras,
Underground
they're called
Crusaders
mongrels.
before.
People say that they come up to the surface at night and eat anyone foolish enough to wander alone after midnight. To tell you the truth, I thought you guys were just a tale to tell kids at night.
That's human gratitude for you. Our forefathers suffered the consequences of demonic corruption, all to protect Mendev and Golarion. And for what? So we could become monsters used to frighten children.
Every mongrel has their own take on it. Our chief, for example, thinks of us as something like a reserve military force. He thinks we're standing by until the moment we're needed, and when we emerge on the surface and save the day, all the people will see how good we are, and they'll love us for it. Yeah, he leaves that last part out when he talks about it, of course, but it's easy enough to read between the lines.
Okay. Sure. And what is this place?
This is the hall where we remember the glory of our forebears. Sorry about the mess. It doesn't usually look like this, trust me. Sometimes we even wipe the dust off the exhibits.
Ha
This is
ha.
where the relics of the first Crusaders are displayed. Our lives are short. Our glories are quickly forgotten. But this place helps us to remember that we are just as worthy as anyone else. And that our lives are not lived in vain.
The first Crusaders? You've been down here that long? That's crazy.
Well, and what are you doing here now?
That's none of your bit.
We're looking for a holy sword. It was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. The sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off for the shield maze. They figured it had collapsed, and now it's their time to go up to the surface, like all the legends foretold. Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there. They're not fighters. And Sul, the chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now isn't the time for the Underground Crusaders to take up arms. If we get the Holy Sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind.
Okay.
It's a fool's errand. None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone. It's not an ordinary weapon. It's made from righteous heavenly flame and will burn anyone who touches it. Do you think you're special, Lan?
I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart mongrels will be able to work a minor miracle. Speaking of which, you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down, you know it's possible.
Alright. Oh, here we go. Maze. Does it really lead to the surface?
There are other ways up, but they are far from here. And after the earthquakes, there's a good chance they've collapsed. But the maze... There's a legend among our people that when the walls of the maze fall, that will be a signal for us, the underground Crusaders, that the time has come to go up to the surface and fight the demons in the final confrontation. Until then, the people say the maze is shielding us from taking rash actions. I'm the only one in our whole tribe to have been in the maze. And even I don't know if it's true. But the further I went in the maze, the fresher the air became. That means that it really must lead to the surface.
That's good.
When the ceiling and walls started shaking, the young ones in our tribe lost their heads.
Really
They figured the maze was going to collapse, so it was time to go up to the surface. They grabbed whatever weapons were on hand and ran off toward the maze. They think the maze is no longer a danger to them. They've been listening to Wendwog too much.
Don't try to blame this on me. Yes, I told them that our people are capable of making our way through the maze. In the future. But I always told them to wait until I had made a map of all the maze's dangers. I warned them 100 times. But it was no use. My words just went in one ear and out the other.
So a sword of holy flame, huh? How did it get down here?
It came here with its owner. A long time ago. 50,000 gongs to be precise.
Okay.
70 years ago, in Uplander time.
Thank you.
50,000 gongs ago, our forebears found a dead angel here, along with the bodies of his comrades. The tribe gave them a dignified burial, and they were laid to rest with their weapons. But the flaming angelic sword was stuck in a rock, and no one was able to pull it out. It burned to the touch, like real fire. So the rock was placed over the angel's grave. It should be here somewhere.
Maybe the angel will dig himself out and find the sword for us. That might be our best shot in this chaos.
Okay.
Lan, watch your tongue.
Well, I can help you, but you're gonna have to pay for it.
Of course. How about we do this? You help us, and we don't leave you here to rot in these underground tunnels that only we know. I think that sounds fair.
Yeah, I mean, she has a point.
Yeah, and we could throw in a dozen fresh rats to sweeten the deal. That's a tempting offer in these parts. Help us, and we'll help you. This is very important. Wendwog believes the maze leads to the outside. She knows what she's talking about.
All right, underground folks, you got yourselves a deal. But if you find the sword first, don't forget we helped you. Our agreement still stands.
All right, let's go find a sword. First, loot. Some moss and some flame tongue. And a lore religion check.
It seems my expertise was not enough.
Oh man, really? Wow, 17 is a really high check.
I sense something.
Wait, oh, found something. We have a copper ring. But wait, there's more. Okay, handful of gems. What's this? Okay.
Now what is that?
3 grinding stones.
I found
There's
something.
unusual.
Okay. Gems, grinding stone.
What's that there? I found
Checking the square. Oh, here we go. What's this?
something.
3 pearls. Okay. And then the last one was right here. Oh, here we go. I think I found it. Guys, I think I found it. I found the flaming sword. It's right there. A strange flash pierces the gloom, and Dago feels drops of searing blood run down his chest. The wound healed by Trendelev reopens and weeps scarlet, but there is no pain or weakness. A hazy scene appears, a cave chamber. This one or another one entirely. Dago's heartbeat quickens, and a stream of thoughts suddenly bursts into his mind. Thoughts that clearly belong to another. Treachery! They betrayed me, trapped me, and stabbed me in the back. My trusted allies, my treasured friends, the people I swore to protect. The people for whom I descended from heaven and came to this turbulent mortal world. There they are, up ahead in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw any closer? Do they believe I am about to die from their traitorous blows? Next to me, a quiet moan. A girl with a golden braid lies on the rocks, clutching her slashed side. She refused to join with the traitors and paid dearly for it. I could have tried to run, but I will not. Whilst I still have strength, I must. While recognizing the foreign origin of these thoughts, Dago intuits that he can control them somehow. Let's try to, well, furiously call out the traitors, obviously. The voice, trembling with pain and rage, carries to the farthest reaches of the cave ceiling in this strange vision. Why? Why did you betray me and your comrades? What did the servants of the abyss tempt you with? Blurred shapes, the faces of several mortals, bleed into existence. One of them, a young half-elf with his hair twisted into a knot, responds to the accusations. You and your goddess have given us nothing, Lariel. Nothing, but Lord Discari will give us everything, and there is no power in the world that will stop his advance. The frenzy of foreign thoughts comes faster and faster, like a rushing river, and images flash by one after another. A priestess in colorful robes observing the stars, a young female paladin praying, clutching her glowing sword, a majestic golden-winged angel gazing into the distance, his face covered by a helmet, but his voice ringing clear. Only if you're willing, and only if you're ready. There is no going back. There in the vision, the darkness in the cave stirs into motion. Something massive appears from within its depths. A vague shadow, an outline, a nightmare come to life. A wave of odious chirruping and rustling emanates from the shadow. The sound piercing like hot irons, lancing through flesh and bone. The traitors fall to their knees before the shadow in reverent ecstasy, and the wounded girl thrashes in her death throes. The yawning chest wound burns white hot. Dago's head pounds with pain, and it is no longer clear whose pain it is, the person called Lariel who sent this vision, or the one unlucky enough to receive it. Okay. I haven't really had will saves, so let's go with this, yeah, will 10. But Dago's determined to fight off the illusion. Success. The force of the attack, though originating in a vision, is terrifying, but Dago is stronger. He shakes off the pain and torpor, but alas, the one who sent the vision cannot claim the same. He is broken and exhausted. A monstrous shadow emerges from the murk of the cave. It is not real, it exists only in this strange vision or memory, but the thrill of fear it provokes is more than real. The shadow's features starkly resemble those of Discari, the terrifying demon lord. In a movement as swift as thought itself, the monster's hand is wrapped around the throat of the one they called Lariel. The foolish angel, struggling on the rocks, like a fly with its wings torn off, intones the shadow. Its voice changes as it moves, shifting from quiet whispering to a sonorous shout, becoming young, then old and quavering. Where is your goddess, angel? Where is her self-assured herald? How is it that you are dying here alone, so far from the light of your heaven? strange calm envelops the thoughts of the one called Lariel. He recognizes who stands before him, and he knows he will never bow down before this enemy. The flaming sword flares to life in his hand, bright, pure, flickering with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam through stained glass. Slash! The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh, and the monster recoils with a howl, releasing his grip on Lariel's throat. The angel falls back heavily on the rocks. His vitality is ebbing, but his pride remains undiminished. He grips the sword, and with his last burst of strength, plunges it into the rock. Dago senses that the vision is fading, the rush of thoughts diminishing like a river running dry. The last thing he hears is this: "You will kill me, monster, this I know, but one day someone will come here and raise up my sword. They will raise it up and, clearly, punish evildoers and traitors." The vision disappears, vanishing in a burst of colors. Dago does not hear the final words, but he seems to complete the thought, taking it to heart. The words fly from his lips, and with them something else. The heat blazing in Dago's chest fades away. The edges of the scarlet wound close, leaving not even a scar behind. Looking down, Dago sees the flaming sword in his hand, or rather, its outline. The memory of what the sword looked like. With a final surge of warm and soothing light, the sword vanishes, and the light is drawn into his hand. Dago senses that it will return. All he needs to do is call it. Okay.
Hey, are you all right? You were kinda glowing just now.
That was it. The light of heaven. But how?
What
I
did
don't
you
know what
do
you're talking
with
about.
it? Where did it go?
It's only us here. Your group, you, me, Wendu, and the light of heaven that sort of got, sucked into you. Any chance you can whip it out again? We do kind of need it.
He said, whip it out.
Sorry, I crack jokes when I get nervous.
Yeah, okay.
And when I'm upset. And when I'm happy. Anyway,
So
what I
all the
said,
time?
it came out wrong. We need to bring you to Chief Sull. You can show everyone the light of heaven, we'll rally the tribe and go into the maze, and we'll get back our kin.
And what
Will
if
we,
he
though?
can't make it happen a second time? What then? The tribe will just say we're crazy and turn its back on us.
I think I saw the memories of Lariel.
Lariel?
Lariel?
That really
Lariel.
was Lariel?
Lariel.
The angel from the legends. The ancestors even got his name right on the gravestone. The chief will be thrilled.
You. Thousands of gongs,
Yeah, my
and no
nose.
one's been able to touch it. And now you, an ordinary creature of flesh and blood, no different to us, get the sword and start talking about visions.
Now, Wentawag, don't be a sore loser. He is clearly different from us. The sword appeared before him, along with the angel's name and all that other stuff, because he doesn't carry our mongrel taint. Heaven doesn't give a damn how special we are. We're born with evil inside us. Heaven doesn't need to know any more than that. I
No.
know you're willing to tear anyone apart to uphold our people's honor, but you and Sull, you just refuse to face the truth. We are the way we are because our ancestors' bodies were corrupted by the Abyss. It does the same thing to plants and animals. There's nothing heroic or special about it. It doesn't make us better, and it doesn't make us worthier.
All right, I guess I have to. I was not going to show them, but I guess I have to.
That is just... wow, I mean, that's amazing. Heaven has truly blessed you.
Well, I don't really want it,
This
so
power is the most majestic thing I've ever seen in all my life. Is this what the sun is like, Lan?
Yes, it's similar. But this light is more... golden? Chief Sull needs to see this. Now that we have the power of angels on our side, he can't say no. He'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze. You Uplanders care about your kids, right? Help us save ours. Without them, we won't survive. And then, the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find the way to Canabras.
All right, well, lead us to the chief then.
Let's go. We'll take the short route. Well, the only route, really.
All right.
What do we have here?
Oh, I guess that was that. Yeah, that must have been that. Okay. All right. Added 2 party members. Hooray. All right. I think that, though, is going to be it for me for the evening because it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning and I need to go to sleep. So, thank you for watching and good night.